Yeah, get some ambiance. Watch this. What have we got here? We're trying to get together. What do you think is going to happen? Here.
Short term, long term.
Well,
you know,
short term,
the bigger term. You know,
yeah.
the cosmos, quantum physics. Or you
No,
just
I
are you
mean,
just talking
on
about? Are you talking about my colon?
On your trip right now, on your trip going to Astoria.
I'm heading up to Astoria to work at the Wine and Seafood Crab Festival, and they only let crabby people up there, from what I understand. But I'm headed up there. It's my first big show of the season.
Yeah.
I'm broker than I've ever been before.
Really?
I'm living on the edge of despair, financial and emotional.
Money. I thought you were rich.
Yeah, I know. This is a very lean time for me.
Really?
Eugene's much more expensive than Coos Bay to live.
I know.
I'm learning the hard way.
Yeah,
I'm not rich like you.
I told you it was going to be expensive.
You did. You did. But
I
listen?
said, you got it made here in Coos Bay. It's a redneck little squeaky town with nothing going, but it's cheap as hell. You're going to give it to Eugene, and it's going to be expensive.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm living proof. I'm the embodiment of
stupidity.
Of I told you so. That's right. What do you know? Anyway. Dennis and I have he's enlightened me over the years with many great things, including the colon. Speaking of the colon, look at this. This is a book I had to show him here.
Yeah.
This is. You remember we were talking about mucoid plaque?
Yeah.
I'm going to be getting a colonic in 2 weeks.
You're going to be getting a colonic.
Oh, colonic. Look at this. This is what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
This is mucoid plaque.
Okay.
This is what's inside of all of our
more
bodies.
than a couple colonics. A dozen colonics.
That's right. And so that's where I'm going. I want to get your take on it, your advice.
Yeah, I've read this book several times. This was my Bible. This book was.
Oh, maybe this is the one you gave to me.
I didn't probably give it to you. I recommended
Tom's
it.
Natural Foods.
I recommended
it. Gladstone, Oregon.
No, I recommended the book.
You recommended it. Okay.
But it is it's the Bible of. The R. Crumb.
The R. Crumb handbook. This will. What this takes out,
it's
this
the
will
opposite.
Put back.
That's right.
This will return to me. You know, it's just filled with subversion, perversion, and existential weirdness and
perversion, subversion, existential weirdness.
That's right. Mr. Natural dancing with naked babies.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
there he is with Harvey Kurtzman, the creator of Mad Magazine.
What did you want?
I mean, look at this. Look at this.
No, this is R. Crumb's.
This is state of the art. This is hot off the press. It's brand new. R. Crumb Handbook, 2005, here on Hawthorne Street.
Some of the small hovels here.
Absolutely.
He's probably still. I mean, his essence is still here.
Permeating.
I mean, he might have actually come here from Haight-Ashbury. I mean, Haight-Ashbury, San Francisco. Wasn't that his hangout? San Francisco.
Yeah, that's where he first got his start. Absolutely.
I thought R. Crumb was like there. You know, like really there.
Yeah,
like really.
I think there's some shots of Haight-Ashbury here. Did I tell you I got a letter from R. Crumb last year?
You got a letter from R. Crumb?
Listen to this. I sent him a copy of my book. Remember I gave you a copy of my book?
Yes.
A cartoon book? Did you read it, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. We'll test him later and see if he did. But
anyway, well, I looked through it. Okay.
I knew he was living in France, and I didn't know his address, so I just wrote R. Crumb, Sauve, France. So sent it to him.
Come on.
No, I sent it to him, and I just thought it's lost in the French mail.
South France?
Sauve, as the town of Sauve.
Oh.
I shouldn't be saying that. He probably, wants his privacy.
No, this won't go on the book.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, 9 months later, I get home from a trip, and there's a wonderful, loving letter from him in my mailbox, just praising my work and heaping on lavish, adulation for my book. He said, "Sir, you are a mensch." He said, "I don't think anyone has ever done a book like this before." I was stunned. I'm sitting here reading this, and it was one of those out-of-body experiences where I really didn't know that is this a joke? Is this someone? But I recognize, I'm such a fan, I recognize his handwriting, I recognize his way of talking, and it was true. So what had happened, he loves to encourage people, especially people who are in similar sensibility. Yeah,
he's not.
Rock and roll. Yeah, that's right.
He's not rich though. He's a recluse.
But only not rich. But in the last 5 years since that movie came out, remember I showed you the movie?
Yeah, you did.
That movie has kind of increased his
popularity,
his worth. Popularity, and he's been putting out a lot of these.
Oh, so he's actually making some money.
Some money. He might not still be a millionaire, but he might be a 500,000-aire. I don't know.
$500,000.
I'm guessing.
Oh, that's great.
Because he lives in the south of France. Not
Oh,
cheap.
it's cheap there. It's cheap.
It might be. He has an old medieval castle there. So
Oh, just an old medieval castle.
yeah. So anyway, that's.
Well, he got out of the U.S. Smart
He did.
guy.
Oh, and right in time.
I think it's a good idea.
Right in
I'm
time.
thinking of leaving. I'm going down to Honduras next year. I'm going to go fly to Honduras for a couple of weeks.
Oh.
Thinking about going and looking for properties.
Honduras.
Honduras.
That's
So I'm
right.
going to go to school and learn Spanish this summer. I'm going
Yeah.
to study Spanish.
Yeah.
Study
Interesting.
Spanish along with filmmaking. Spanish filmmaking.
That's what I love. Spanish film. That's what I love about this guy, Dennis. He's what? You're what? 62.
62, yes.
And you are still engaged. You are
Engaged.
still in the
Oh,
game.
I'm not going to crawl. I'm not going to crawl in and shoot up with alcohol yet. Except I do need a beer. Yes.
You're passionate. He's passionate. I'm sitting here
passionate.
drinking a Chabela, and something from El Centro, California.
El Centro.
And Dennis,
You
is
brought that from
still,
El Centro?
all the way.
They serve it here? For how much is that thing cost?
No, I just had to make it up. It's just an ad lib. It's got some
tomato juice, a little
juice.
salt.
Yeah,
Throw any
yeah, try
tequila
it.
in it?
Yeah,
It's
check it
okay.
out.
You don't think I have any
Please.
bugs, do you?
And
Wow. Hoi, 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 hoi. What kind of hot sauce in there?
oh
Hot
yeah,
sauce.
of course. That's good
Oh.
for you. Cayenne pepper. You know
I
about
guess.
cayenne
I
pepper.
know about cayenne. Really, give
Yeah.
me some more. This is the salt and cayenne.
It's going to.
Okay, here we go. Down the hatch.
It's kind of like plumbing in your intestines.
Oh boy.
Do you feel your mucoid plaque loosening as we
Yes,
speak?
it's loosening right now. I can feel it. If I don't hurry up, I'm going to be running myself. Running to the John.
That's right.
This is mucoid plaque in general here.
You're going to have some great dreams tonight, my friend.
Great dreams.
Great
with,
dreams.
With the cayenne dreams.
Cayenne dreams, exactly. That's right.
I'm going to shut the camera off for a minute so we can actually,
Have some genuine conversation.
Well, we are,
Yeah.
but I mean, we're also acting a bit.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. But I think I'm using a lot of film, but we can do it later. I just want to take a break from tapes now.
Well,
the tape idea.
You know how when you're traveling along and you're
Yeah.
taping something and
Yeah.
I call them Mocha Moments because when I've had a mocha, which is like chocolate coffee, man, my mind is going and I'm just regurgitating and ejaculating the best contents of my mind onto the tape and into posterity. Sometimes you go back and re-listen to those and they're not as great and grand as you thought they were, but some of them do stand the test of time. So what I've been doing, because I've got these going back to 1989, you have to really consciously go back and re-listen to them and consolidate the very best of them onto one big tape. It's kind of like skimming the cream off, if you will. So I'll take one 90-minute tape and regular cassette, and I'll just, when I hear something that's golden, I'll just go and record it into the big tape. I'll re-record it, so that when you have one of these tapes, you can go back and listen to that, and that's what holds the test of time. That's your foundation. That's your core.
That's the core.
Yeah, right there. So then you can take that and put it on a computer. You can work with it. You can build on it. You can write from it. See, I think you and I have a lot of similar ideas. It's just that how do you go from loose, kind of scattered, random ideas out in the universe to really grabbing them and putting them down so that they're
I'm
tangible?
taking writing classes in Denver.
Good for you.
I took classes last summer and wrote a number of short stories, very short stories, like 1-2 page stories.
Yeah.
My teacher really liked my work because I was writing about things that really happened to me, and he said, "You have so." Because I wrote about the crab fishing days and this and that and all these things that I've done. He said, "You have so many stories. You could really put together a great book." So I'm thinking about that.
But you have to at age 62, you have to realize, what do you still want to do? Your magnum opus is still waiting for you.
Magnum opus?
Yeah, your great statement.
You're right. That's right.
The
That's why I want to go into
your
filmmaking.
swan song.
I want to go into filmmaking. That's why I'm.
What do you want to say? What do you
I don't
really
know.
want
I
to?
don't know. I don't know.
No, yes you do. No, don't hide from yourself.
No, I don't think I do.
You have to face yourself. Face what it is you
I'm
want
a little,
to say.
That's terrifying.
Well, I know, but it's useful. And once you face the terror.
It's like trying to have a girlfriend or something. I mean, that's a little terrifying too.
I know it.
But I've discovered a new way to do that.
But you know what? You know what this is? This is years and years of terror.
That's terror.
I'm holding my gut right here. This is me. This big gut that I've got going right here is me running and escaping from my own destiny. It's nothing more than that. Do I want to go?
I think you're just enjoy life. You just enjoy life and you like to eat.
I'm a bon vivant. I'm a connoisseur. I'm a a hedonist. A gourmand. But do I really want to? I come to a fork in the road and I say, do I want to become a great filmmaker, or do I want to go have a bowl of noodles escargot?
A lot better to have the noodles and escargot. Probably a lot cheaper in the long run.
It's more immediate. And you know what? It does. It gratifies me short term,
Yeah.
and it sacrifices the long term goals.
Well,
That's the problem.
Yeah,
It sacrifices.
It's good to have long-term goals. I have goals year by year. I have a goal maybe for 5 years, 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about where I want to be on the planet, who I want to be with, the kind of people I want to be with, what I really want to do, and am I happy with my job? No. So I'm looking to change little things.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, here's the big conundrum, because you and we almost have parallel lives, except that I'm an artist and you're
We're both artists in the same way.
Yeah, that's right. But what you do is you're a resale guy. You buy stuff cheap and sell it higher.
But I'm still an artist, but that's the way I make money.
Well, and I say the same thing. I mean,
I'm
my
a photographer,
caricatures
basically.
is just a way to make money, and people say, "Oh, you're doing your art." That's not my art. My art is my filmmaking. And they say,
Your art is
really?
your filmmaking.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
but then I'm 48 years old. What films have I made?
No, I haven't made many either. I've only made
I have
one.
no excuse. I'm
I
a
only
man
make
without.
one.
Meanwhile, there's all these 15 and 20-year-old guys coming up doing
I know.
amazing stuff
I know.
on digital cameras.
I know, like that, a little stupid digital camera.
Yeah,
We're already doing
exactly.
it.
So we have no excuses anymore. We have the advantage of wisdom, but we don't have any excuses.
We don't have a lot of time either. So
We do have the fact we're not married, no children.
That's right.
So there's really no excuses anymore.
You have to use the time you have wisely, because there isn't much left.
There's only a bushel of days left in our lives.
A bushel of days.
It's finite, a finite bushel of days.
I know, it's
and
really...
we have to use them as decisively and collectively as we can, and we have to really make each day count. So I know I'm starting to sound like a self-help motivational speaker, but that's what I need to kick me in the ass and get me going. Because if I had no one to kick me, and I would just keep gluttoning myself into...
What about your girlfriend? Isn't she helping you with that at all?
No, she's an artist. So if I had someone who was not an artist for my girlfriend, maybe it would be more useful, or more therapeutic, more effective.
She enjoys you the way you are. I'm going to shut this off. We're almost out of minutes anyway. Yeah. I think we got the basic thing down there.
You're starting to blink there.
Starting to blink?
Yeah, does that mean your battery's low?
No, the blinking is the...
You're on pause?
No, the blinking is the...